Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Haven't been here in a while, mainly because I'm dealing with the need to relocate potentially. Don't know what that looks like, but I will be back sooner or later, and I will be servicing clients as long as I possibly can. I'm trying to accommodate everybody, so no fear. I'm still here. Just the where is changing. Anyway, if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. There are a couple of things to look at as it relates to kind of making, uh, um, really strong decisions. One of which is kind of, connecting with a coach that works for you and also connecting with the over 700 audios we have in a variety of topics here. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of being alone and how being alone isn't necessarily a negative thing. And so, if you are looking at ways to master being alone without being lonely, and I think that's something that over the last year we've all, because of the pandemic, had to learn to do in one way or another. But it's difficult for lots of people for any number of reasons. This is a good audio for you. If you're looking for a coach, feel free to reach out. There's a couple ways to look at that. We can do that through at PO Perception on Twitter or in the, as I knock my microphone over here, or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way can lead you in a direction that is positive, progressive, and good for you. Would love to be of service to you if I can. In any event, a couple of things to look at here. Being alone can lead to good things, and I think, especially in media, we miss that. The first is the ability to reflect and plan for the future and plan to deal with our emotions in a new way. So, a lot of times when we're around other people, we don't have time for reflection. We don't have time to think. We don't have time to look at what's working, what's not working, and be honest with ourselves. Kind of do the emotional intake that we often forget to do because life gets so busy and the demands of others are so much. And so that leads to us not being as joyful, which is the next point, finding joy in small things. Something as simple as taking an extra 10 minutes to eat breakfast and really taste our food, or an extra 10 minutes to meditate and think about and focus on how beautiful the world is in spite of all the challenges, and or finding joy in the quality of people in our lives or individual experiences, as it were, can be super valuable, and oftentimes have a lot of issues as it relates to kind of going forward and making longer term plans and aspirations come into light. Ultimately, it can be very overwhelming for people to try and figure out what to do next with their lives when unexpected circumstances happen. But when we begin to understand the value of understanding our own kind of mindset and understanding our own um, kind of way of being and our strengths and our weaknesses, and through that reflection, we can then kind of strategize the next several months or years of our lives. Not that we can plan every detail, obviously, but having a way that we want to go and preferences and knowing our weaknesses, knowing our strengths, and being able to make decisions from those places will bring us more joy. When we spend time alone, we can also spend time with our hobbies, right? We don't have as much time to spend with our hobbies when other people are demanding things of us or needing things from us, be it our family, our friends, our children, whomever. But when we make time for ourselves, we can indulge in solitary hobbies, be it video games or art and drawing and other forms of art, or meditation, reading, whatever have you. There's ways that we can reflect on our own growth as it relates to things we enjoy doing that don't require the involvement of other people. Next is journaling or finding ways to process emotions. We can't do that when there's so much outside noise and other people's opinions and considerations to think about. And so, time with ourselves allows us the ability to make those distinctions and those decisions from a meaningful place. Not necessarily that we should cut ourselves off from society. Certainly, we shouldn't do that. But at the same time, finding times to be at peace with being by ourselves can be super valuable for a number of reasons as it relates to kind of moving forward and making wise, intelligent, and informed choices by kind of looking at where we've been, looking at where we're going, looking at where our tripwires are emotionally, and then taking time for self care. And self care could be something as simple as an extra day to just lounge around, or it could be as simple as getting our nails done, or getting our hair done, or taking time to do those really simple things. The next thing is we can always take time to learn new things and grow in different directions. Um, Learning a new skill, learning a new hobby, finding different ways to view the world can be accomplished when we spend time with ourselves. So, becoming more comfortable with self autonomy is one of the most valuable things that a person can do for the quality and the value in their own lives. And it can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. And that's one of the things that's super important as we move forward is finding ways to balance socialization with alone time in a way that makes sense for each individual. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.